I was once interviewed by a filmmaker here in Winnipeg about someone who I admired at one point in my life. The person who I had selected for this to talk about in this interview was this guy in my grade named Travis. He showed up in grade 10. He had moved from Toronto. He was kind of like this goth who was obsessed with David Bowie, Nine Inch Nails, A Clockwork Orange. Sometimes he would actually wear one false eyelash on one eye and then like a white opaque contact lens on the other. He was also insanely confident. Like I don't understand how someone at 15 years of age to 17 years of age can be so exceedingly confident. You know, he's a fairly good looking guy and was fairly smart. And he also looked like he was 20. He was lucky. He was a fortunate guy in some ways because his dad owned a computer store. He was the first kid I ever knew who owned a CD burner. A few people were had made comments that I was ripping him off because he bought chunky glasses just a month before I did. But then again, I had to defend myself and say, no, he's a goth. I'm a raver. There's a difference. Perhaps I was a bit envious of him in certain places. I did admire him, I guess. One time in chemistry class, it was very apparent that he was having an affair with my grade 9 crush. She was sitting on his desk and she was feeding him a lollipop that he was just sucking on erotically. And she looked at him like, ugh, and he was like, in grade 9, at a school dance that actually happened at that gym right over there. There was a slow dance and I asked her, and You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson was playing. And then I just asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend. And she said no, she just wanted to be friends. I said okay, and I got over it. But the following morning, I was in math class, which is also in the same room as my grade 11 chemistry class. I was on one end of the classroom, and her cousin Jackie was on the other end of the classroom. It said, Damien asked Lori out. Ha 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 ha. Each successive row started turning towards me and laughing at me. Lori was just kind of looking to the side. I was in shock, and Miss Douglas, my math teacher, said, all right, that's enough. Time for math. About a few months after we both graduated together, he invited me over to his place. This is not his house. In fact, I don't even remember where he lives. It's about 17 years ago. His dad answered the door and told me to go downstairs where his bedroom was, in the basement. And so I go downstairs and there's so much going on. There are red walls, this insane CD collection, Bugs Bunny doll that was just like crammed into like this small cage. He had a pet ferret hitting my shin like this, and then it walked away, and all these crazy things. So I just thought, like, wow, this is kind of like his world. Like, this is exactly what I expected. Oh, there's this gigantic Eyes Wide Shut poster because he's a huge Kubrick fan. I sat down, and then I turned to my right, and I saw a vial of his toenail clippings. It looked like there were about 200, maybe 300 clippings inside. So this had to have taken him years. It kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't really want to be his friend anymore. In about half an hour, I just left and didn't really keep in touch with him. I guess his email address should have been an indicator because it was deranged_genius@hotmail.com. I'm over it. So Travis, if you're watching this, you can contact me on any sort of social media platform, and don't hesitate. Let's catch up.